Welcome back, Undertakers. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make an all vegetable stir fry. And to make sure that it's all veggie, I'm going to even use cauliflower rice as our rice today. Now you saw me make this in my previous video, so we're going to put that with this to make this 100% veggie stir fry. Now, you know I'm not vegetarian, so why am I going to do an all veggie stir fry? Some of you guys are vegetarians. But also, if you've been to the grocery store recently, even though they're starting to get a lot of products back in the store after our lockdown that we were on for so long, because some of the meat plants were shut down for some of that time, I guess there's a sort of a shortage. And if you've noticed, the prices of the meat are pretty high lately. So, if you want to save a little bit of money and not use some meat, we're just going to do an all veggie stir fry. Or if you just want veggie, here we are. Now, I'm going to make this outside on the Blackstone griddle, mostly because there's a lot more room for me to work out there. The griddle's a lot larger, easy to use. If you don't have one of those, you could obviously do this at home. You know, you have a skillet or a wok, you could do it right on the stove top. So don't worry about that. Whatever way you have to cook it, you're going to be good to go. And also, don't get too hung up on the ingredients that I have here, because this is just what I happen to have. So whatever kind of veggies you have is going to work just fine. Now I've got a can of those little baby corns I just happen to have. I've got some leftover peas from dinner last night. I'm going to throw those in there. I've got this big bag of mushrooms. And my grocery store, they bag things up in these little red bags when they're starting to get iffy, and then they mark them down real cheap. So I picked up this whole bag of mushrooms for like 99 cents. And some of them are starting to get pretty questionable. I'm not going to use all these, but I'll use what I can. I've got some celery. I've got one big large jalapeno. I've got a couple little serranos that I grow in the backyard. I've got half of an onion left over that's clearly seen better days. And I've got one big giant bell pepper. But choose what you have. If you have carrots, throw carrots in there. You know, whatever veggies you want to use those. So, I'm going to go ahead and get these cut up and ready for stir fry. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. So, let me get that done, then we'll get to cooking. Alright, the griddle's heating up. Now, I heat it on high. I let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes so that it gets hot. Then I adjust the burners where I want them. I'm going to cook the rice on low, like as low as it'll go. And the veggies I'll cook on, probably medium low. We'll see when we get out there. And I've got some butter is what I'm going to use to cook everything in. I'm taking some oil. This isn't to cook in. This is to re-oil the grill when I'm all done cooking. So now I've got some salt and pepper. We'll hit everything with some soy sauce. I've got a little bit of this garlic pepper sauce that's pretty good. We'll put some of that in there. I cut my little corns into thirds. There's all my veggies. I've got the rice there ready to go. So that's it. Well, as you can see, this thing is super hot. I've got the burners turned down to low and medium low. So let's get going. Well, we're getting pretty close, getting good color. The peppers are just a little bit firm yet. A couple more minutes. And just like that, all veggie stir fry, even the rice. Took about 15 minutes or so. Nothing to it, whether you did it on the stovetop, whether you have a griddle, whatever works for you. Try some of just the rice. You can tell it's not rice, but it's good. And it does a good job of absorbing the flavors and everything like rice typically does in something. So if you've never had the cauliflower rice, give it a try. It's pretty good. It works well in this little stir fry, whether you put meat in it or leave it all veggie, whatever's up to you. And that's the great thing about stir fry. Whatever you have, you put in it. So, hopefully you give this a try. If you do, let me know what you think. If you enjoy this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me out. I'd appreciate it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.